Hello everybody, Sukinode here with another Street Fighter 6 video for you today. Hope everybody's been doing well. These will be our Juri placement matches.
Here comes a new challenger.
To be fair, I guess they went about normal. First opponent is Ryu. Now, I have done, like I exchanged information with Rock, commenter down in the section. You know, we got into the Discord, and there is a Discord. I'll put it in the description if you guys also would like, you know, you guys like the videos enough and start commenting and want to jump into the Discord. I will put that in there, and we can do like, you know, viewer match days and things like that, and I'll record those and I can put those on the channel as well. But so we were going through some things for Juri, and I did some just going into training and practicing a few of her combo options and stuff. I kept it really basic because there was no way I was going to remember all of the more complicated stuff. So I'm trying to keep it very basic here. Now, one thing I noticed that I was doing, and we'll see this later on in the matches. Yeah, and I should have anticipated that because he had nothing to lose, and if it hit, he won. So I should have known better. So this is one thing that I need to stop doing with Juri that I noticed is I'm basically backing up full screen to get her stocks, but Juri does not have a lariat like Jamie or Cammy. She suffers a lot when you are at range with someone with projectiles. You cannot be going back full screen because she has a hard time getting in. She has her aerial dive kick, but that is not a it's just not reliable for a way of getting in. It is reactable, especially if you're doing it a lot. It's definitely reactable. In another match I did, it's not in this vid, but I did a match with a Luke, and the Luke was just level 1 the moment he saw the dive kick coming, and I couldn't get enough, and I tried it like 2 or 3 times, because I was trying to see if I could get enough distance in the jump that the dive kick would go over his fireball and the level 1, and his level 1 super, but it wouldn't. I would just land in it. So Juri, one of Juri's weaknesses that I'm seeing right now is that she has a tough time getting in. It's probably why her dash is so good. I also need to be using my fireball in, like once I close in, I need to be using my fireball more. Because at a certain distance, it's pretty much safe. Because if they jump, you recover fast enough that you can anti-air them. And I need to be using my DP more than crouching hard punch. I'm just so used to using crouching hard punch because, you know, I was playing Marisa and then I was playing Manon, and their best anti-air tools are their crouching hard punches. Like arguably, you could say Manon's is her quarter circle forward light kick, but yeah, like I don't know. In my experience, I was finding it to be kind of iffy. Now, I have worked on some frame traps with Juri. What I found is that if you go into her Fuha and her Fuha stock, if her Fuha hits the opponent and knocks them down, you're like plus 50. You can just do whatever you want at that point. If you do her quarter circle forward hard kick, which is her lunging, how should I describe this? Which is like her lunging double kick. It's a single kick without a Fuha stock. With a Fuha stock, it's 2 kicks. So if you have a Fuha stock, sorry, let me start from the beginning. If you don't have a Fuha stock, if you do it at the end of a combo, you're plus 27. And then you can dash in. Your dash is like 22 frames. So that makes you plus 5. So if you time yourself right, your standing medium elbow, medium punch elbow will beat anything except for a reversal, right? But if you have a Fuha stock and you do it with the Fuha stock, it kicks twice. On the knockdown, you're plus 37. So I was like, oh, okay. So in a lot of these matches, I'm just trying to see if I can get into a position to do those things. So there are probably a lot of opportunities that I lost because I was trying to do those, and there are probably a lot of I gave my opponent too many opportunities because I was trying to do those things. Because of course practicing and training is a completely different beast from implementing it in the wild. We're in the wild now. Things don't work the same as they do in training. So we take the first match. And I'm just, and we're trying to use the shimmy more, and I'm trying to make sure that I am not too close when I try to give myself a stock, because it is so negative, and the recovery on whip is so huge. Now, when I'm doing forward hard punch, I am trying to go into Juri's DP, so I'm either not getting the input or I'm flubbing the input. There are times when I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, just random hurricane kick round start. I do try to see if I can catch a few people sleeping by doing the dash up grab at round start. I think I get one person one time with it. And you'll also notice that I'm doing a lot of I'm going for a lot of grabs. The one nice thing about Menage is that having an unblockable move is just amazing, right? So then we go into our, so we're I think 1 and 2, and we're going into our matches with Kimberly. Kimberly's are just so fucking annoying. Like, they are just, it's so obnoxious. Like, and I don't know. Something about Kimberly, my brain just doesn't process. See, I got it that time. Forward hard kick into DP. There's just something about Kimberly's that my brain just does not process properly. I also noticed that I'm doing DI too much, and I'm running myself out of gauge, so I have to be careful of that in the future. You'll also see in a couple of these matches, and I'm not doing it on purpose, it's just happy circumstance, where I do a Fuha and it knocks Kimberly, just like it happened right there. It'll knock Kimberly out of something. I don't know if I can do that on reaction. Like, if I see the run, would the Fuha just beat every run option? I'm gonna have to lab that. I don't know. I know it also beat her teleport at one point. In one of these matches, I go into my Fuha and she tried to teleport and she just landed in the hitbox. Just a second later, like, I don't believe even for a second that counter DI was on reaction. I think she was just doing it, and she did it a second later than I did. I was trying to catch something. I should have done it in reaction, but I was trying to catch something. Yeah, tried to go into it there, but didn't get it. Yep. I guess I'm just bad at dealing with people who just press buttons all the time. I need to figure out a strategy with Juri that allows me to punish that. Because people who just press buttons all the time, it's just, ugh. Yeah, I should have punished that with DP, because my hard punch DP would have caught it. So took that round. Yeah, I found that I got into a groove where I am literally drive impacting way too much with Juri. Like, Juri's pressure is amazing, but you have to get in to do it. And like, the thing about Kimberly, and the reason she's so obnoxious, is because she's a better engager than Jamie is. Like, Jamie has his lariat, Cammy has her lariat. The thing about Kimberly, and I think the reason, I didn't mean to do that, that was a misinput. The thing about Kimberly and why I think they nerfed her when everyone was complaining she was too strong, it is so easy for her to initiate on you. She has so many tools to just gap close, and then now she's on top of you, and now she's doing her mix-ups, and there's really no counterplay for it, right? Because she can teleport in, she has 3 actions she can do off her run, and she can just stop her run short to bait you. And if you block her run, she gets the option of grabbing you and coming in for almost a guaranteed hit. And I've seen her knocked out of these things, you know, no problem. Also, she can drive impact out of her teleport. So if she thinks something is coming to stop her, she can teleport into drive impact. So these are all things you have to keep your eye on. But we lost those 2 matches to Kimberly, so I think we're 1-2. We're down 1, we're up 2. I kept this in because I thought this was funny. I also didn't realize that in some of Cammy's colors, her eye color changes. So we're 2 and 3 right now. So 1-2, and we lost 3. Dealing with the Cammy. Yeah, see, Cammy just has... So this is one thing I've noticed that Cammy has over just a second later than me. I also don't think that was a reaction because it was too close, right? I am glad that Juri's Fireball stops fucking Cannon Spike. That's good. But this is one thing I think Cammy has over Juri. Cammy has way more... Cammy's buttons, she has way more better grammar. She has better neutral buttons, right? They hit very far, they recover very fast. Juri has standing hard punch, which is a very good neutral button. She has standing medium kick, but standing medium kick can't be canceled. So you can easily drive impact her for it. All of her hard kicks are non-cancelable except for her command one, which is forward hard kick. That one can be canceled, but it's also only good as like a meaty tool. Like if you have them in the corner, you're right on top of them, it really works there. But in neutral, no. But all her other buttons are actually kind of stubby, except for her crouching medium. So her best neutral tools are her standing hard punch and her crouching medium kick. I would say her forward hard punch is also really good. It does go forward and it hits twice, so it gives you the option of drive impacting or canceling in a good option of drive impacting or canceling into special. Yeah, I do like that combo. Forward hard punch into DP, and it does a good amount of damage. It's like almost, I think it's like 2200 damage, it's like 22%. So just for a 3-hit, it's really good. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Cammy can initiate. I think Kimberly is a better initiator. That was on reaction. That was absolutely on reaction. Kimberly is a better initiator, but Cammy probably is the second best initiator, with Jamie being like the third. If you want to go with the rushdown characters, I really think Juri lags with initiating into the situations that are good for her. And her fireball is not a reliable tool for that, right? It's still a special move, so if they catch you in startup, like if they react, they can drive impact you for it if you're too close. Some moves will just go over it because it is a ground moving projectile. So like Ryu and Ken's Hurricane Kicks will just go over it and hit you in the face. Some characters have long reaching moves that will also high profile it. So if they recognize it and react, they can just punch you in the face. Some people have plus buttons that just go through it, like Cammy's spinning knuckle, Manon's spinning hit grab, even Marisa can just punch you through it, because she can Superman punch you, because Superman punch will just go over it and deck you in the face if she reacts in time. And it is reactable. It's fast, and you get good recovery on it, but it is reactable. What you want to do is you want to space yourself to throw Juri's projectile out and force them to either block it or try to jump it if they don't want to block it. So that way you can DP right after it if they jump, and if they block it, you get a little bit of pressure, right? I'm not sure how much, I'll have to lab it. I don't think it's so... I don't know what it is, what the character is if they block it. Yeah, that's really good damage for like a 3-hitter. I mean, it hits multiple times, but I think you know what I'm saying. For just like kind of a 3-hit combo, 1-2, and then go into special, that's really good damage. So I do like doing that. I also like doing it when I DI someone. It's just really good guaranteed damage. I need to come up with a better hard hitting combo for DI, but I didn't want to give myself too much. Yeah, because the spiral arrow, if you can hit just on the tips of the toes, Cammy is plus. And if she does it short, she can, if she fakes you out by going short, then she can go with the throw loops. So that's what I'm finding to be the most difficult thing with Juri. Is her initiation is very lacking. And I kind of understand it. Once she's in your face, she's a beast, right? Yeah, I'm flubbing inputs. When you see me light jabbing, whether crouching or standing, it is me trying to go into full stock, because it gives me a stock, and they're plus 50 on knockdown. They're negative 50 on knockdown, so I just get to go into free pressure. So I'm trying to do that, but you know, in practice I can do it no problem. In the wild, especially with, you know, Wi-Fi connections, all the Wi-Fi warriors. So right now we are 5 losses, 2 wins. So we have 4 more matches. And I believe the Cammy and the Kimberly were gold that we played against. I might be wrong. I wasn't paying attention during the match, and I'm not paying attention now. Just random level 3. I mean, why not? Yep. Yeah, I think a lot of my yeah, see, backing up to get it, it's easier with Ken and Ryu, right? Because they have mostly slow moving fireballs, but doing that against DJ or JP, or Blanca or Dalsim, it's just insane. That was a reaction on my part. Like, I was not, cause sometimes I'll react with the DI and not get it. That was also a reaction to the, yeah, that was also a reaction to the fireball. Cause sometimes I'll DI and I won't get it. I took my parry off of my trigger button on my controller, because there'd be times when I would try to tap it and it wouldn't come out. With the trigger, unfortunately, you can't tap it have to like hold it a second to get it, which is annoying as fuck. So sometimes I'll be trying to quick react and tap the button and just won't get it because I need to pull the trigger all the way in. But that adds time to the action, to the input, right? So there's not much I can do about it though. What I could do is I could put my my parry and my drive impact on both my buttons, and then put my hard kick and hard punch on my triggers, but that would cause its own issues. So I don't know. And I'd have to get used to that custom setup. Now I have to. Now not only am I getting used to the character and timing or combos and stuff, now I have to get used to my buttons being in different places. So like this will be the third character in which I've had all my buttons pretty much laid out exactly the same. Making a big change like that definitely hit me because I don't have the skill to make that transition immediately. So it would definitely hit my performance very hard. Down to the wire. Yeah. And then we take it with the anti-air. I really need to be using her DP. Her medium DP is good for jump-ins. Her heavy DP is good for... See, this is the... Yeah, this DJ. Like, I cannot be getting away from him because he can zone me out. Yeah. Didn't get my, didn't get the cancel, didn't get the cancel. No. Like, I caught him doing the slide a lot, and I thought he'd stop doing it when I was punishing him for it, but he didn't. So there'd be times when I was like, okay, he's not gonna do the slide, because I already punished him twice, and he just did it anyway. And I'm like, god damn it. Like, don't. Grab, love it, love to see it. What I do try to do with like projectile characters is if they get into a habit of doing like projectiles at long range, I do try to dive kick them. The problem is it's not fast enough, right? Because you basically have to hard read the fireball. And if you don't, you get punished. It's just I can't get it to a point where it's plus and I can block like after it. I have blocked after it, but I think that's because people don't know that it's negative, and that they can punish me for it. Yeah, missed the kick. Got him. And we get into silver. That was our last. We basically went 5 and 5, so we get put in silver 4. And this is our. And then we went ahead and we gave the DJ the next match, right? I didn't mean to back jump there. I was trying to neutral jump, but apparently I have fat fingers, so you know. Yep, did the hoo-ha. Now, the DP is like 26. It's like plus 26 after they hit the when they hit the ground. So the dash up puts me at like four frames plus 4. So if they're doing anything other than empty jumping, they get hit by the grab. Oh, and Rock, when you were going through all that, all the frame data and stuff, during our training session, I was literally thinking, dude, you need to be making videos explaining all this. Because the problem with pro players, when they tell you, when people ask them, how do I get better at a game? They go, well, you have to play the game, and then you got to look at frame data, and then you got to practice in training, and then that's it. That's all they tell you. But what you were doing was breaking down why frame data matters and how it works. This is what you do to get your best frames. The majority of people don't think their brains don't look at it that way. They just look at the frame data and go, this is negative, this is plus. They don't look at it from a standpoint of, well, what you're trying to do is do this because it gives you this many frames, and then this is this many frames of recovery. This is this many frames of activation. So you're overlapping your plus frames onto your plus frames to make it so anything your opponent does is negative. No pro I've ever watched a video for has ever broken it down like that. And I don't know why. They don't go into the nuts and bolts. It's like having someone try to explain a math problem to you, but they don't explain how they got to their answer. They just go, well, we're doing long vision today. This is the answer. This is the problem. Just work on it like 15 times. And I think this is our last match. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Continue taking care of yourselves. Later.